What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so you saw me earlier, at least in my opinion, crown Vince Carter the greatest Toronto Raptor of all time, though that's debatable. What's not debatable is that he should have been greater. Even though he will go down as a Hall of Famer, record 22 NBA seasons. I think he had over 25,000 career points. 2000 slam dunk champion, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, slam dunk competition performances ever. The greatest dunk of all time, and considered by most the greatest dunker we've ever seen. But most of us who watched him and we saw the potential, we knew that he was capable of more, capable of much more. He even admitted that when he was in his prime in Toronto, he didn't try hard enough. And I remember when he said that, he lost a lot of respect from his teammates and from many of people, the people who cover and watch the NBA. Gilbert Arenas, who is not my favorite guy most of the times, said something that I agree with recently. I put a link to his article in the pinned comment in the comment section below. He says that he thinks that Vince Carter could have been the GOAT if he had Kobe Bryant's mindset. The GOAT debate should have been him, Arena said. He was so naturally gifted. He had everything: dribble, shoot, fade, footwork. He had everything. If he had the mindset of Kobe, like I'm better than everyone, there was no one that was stopping that man. Gilbert believes Vince Carter should have been in the GOAT conversations if he had a different mindset. I'm so mad at that. I'm so mad at Vince for what he did to the game. The GOAT debate should have been him. He was so naturally gifted than anything you've ever seen. He had everything. Wait a minute. Try to see if I can play the audio. See if we can hear the audio.
Vince Carter, right?
Yes.
For Magda, it was like Vince Carter, right?
Yes.
It was just easy. I'm so mad at Vince for what he did to the game. The GOAT debate should have been him.
100%. Okay.
He was so naturally gifted than anything you've ever seen.
Period.
He had everything. There was no, he had everything. He dribble, shoot, fade, moves,
footwork.
He had everything. If he had the mindset like Kobe, like I'm better than everyone, and I'm going to show y'all each. There was nobody who was stopping that man.
Right.
There was nothing that was stopping Vince Carter. When Vince Carter came in the lane, there was no big man that was willing to challenge it because they didn't want to be on ESPN.
Excuse me.
That was him. Think about show Toronto. Every time he went back to Toronto, show those stats. Because he didn't like them, they traded. Watch what he did to them every single time. He averaged damn near 40.
So you think the trade is what stopped his hungriness?
I just think he was just too nice.
It was fun for him.
He was too nice.
It was fun.
He was just nice.
See, I don't like players like that.
But that's why I say
like you know who else was like that? You know who was like that when we played against him? And not I'm just saying he was not like he was just a nice person. It was like Jameer Nelson. Like he would want to like crack jokes. And stuff. Like not that he was like, I'm just saying like he was just like
He didn't take it
like
serious.
he was just like trying to crack jokes because he felt like maybe I'll bust his ass or whatever. But I'm just looking at him like the team that you own and y'all fighting for the finals. Like I wouldn't be fucking like cracking jokes or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
So I get it. Like it's just like some players just be
Going
like
through
just
it.
too cool and it's like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Like fuck out of here. Like, like
You were doing that? You didn't say hi back to him?
not really. Not really. I was a rookie, so like I would just be like, yeah, like all right, whatever, like hot. But it's just like, nigga, I'm trying to
kill you.
Nice, y'all number one.
No,
Like,
some people like he had other personalities on the team where he just was chill.
Yeah.
Right? He was just chill. He was cool.
Okay, now you talking about Jameer Nelson, but I think you heard that. So I can't disagree with him, man. Vince was too nice. He was too nice. I remember when people were making a comparison between him and Michael Jordan. I remember people making the comparison between him and Michael Jordan. And this was when Mike was retired. And before he came back with the Wizards. And Mike, before he came back, said, well, Vince doesn't play defense. And if that was Kobe, he's dropping 50 on Mike. Or he's damn near trying. He's going to drop 50 to 60 on Mike. And he's going to try to lock Mike up. Now, what I do remember is when they played against each other, the first couple of sequences, Vince did, he was aggressively trying to D Mike up, like, yeah, I'm going to show you I can play defense. But it didn't last. It didn't last. And what I remember about Mike, every time they went against Vince, because he knew the comparisons. They went to North Carolina, the physical similarities. Every time they went against each other, even this faded version of Mike, every time he tried to give it to Vince. He may not could do it throughout the entirety of the game as he once did, but when it mattered in spurts, he tried to bust Vince's ass still then. And that's the difference between them. Vince was nice, and I think after a while, it became more of a, I don't want to say a job, because I think he loved basketball, but I don't think he had that drive to be the man. I don't think he wanted the burden of being the face of the league. I think that's the best way of putting it. I don't think he wanted the burden of being considered the best player in the NBA. I think he just wanted to go out there and play basketball. And I think that's the difference between Vince Carter, and these other and the all-time greats. He just didn't have the right mindset. Still a great player, but he didn't have that mindset that these other guys have. It's almost sociopathic to psychotic, to be honest with you. When it comes to being on that court, there's something different about those guys. But anyway, that's my take on it, man. Tell me what you guys think.